Okay, about to go to Japan for 4 weeks. This is a bit of a bench tour. These trees you would have seen on my previous videos. This was one of the first trees I worked on. I did a repot on him. He's got a lot of new shoots, looking pretty healthy, doing well. Over the back there I've got a collected tree that I'm turning into a broom style. I've put some wire on the branches to give them weight and to position them where they don't interfere with branches underneath. One of the last trees I did on my videos is right here. Another Port Jackson fig. Got quite a hard cutback. I neglected this tree, so I'm waiting all the new tips to come out. There's some new tips coming. You can see it's starting to swell, but yeah. Over the back there I've got another fig that has a massive curve in the trunk. A lot of back budding as well. This will be a tree that'll be worked on in probably 4 weeks' time as well. Just here I've got another collected tree. They're all about to get a good water. I don't know if the weather's going to rain, but it's windy, if you can hear the wind. In front, this is the Ficus microcarpa that you would have seen on my video. I wasn't sure about the design and how oddly shaped the trunk is, but it's responded really well to the cutback. Nice new growth coming out, tips galore to choose from. In 4 weeks' time this will probably have a fair bit more leaf, fair bit more growth at the top. I might have to back off some wire and do more training, but get a load of it. It's definitely responded well. So that tree I've turned into a windswept. I never knew what to do with the style on that thing, but I think it's on its way to improving. This stuff out the back here, I might have to train down, maybe shorten up a little bit. Some of these, shorten them up. Here's the big boy, 50-year-old tree, producing lots of nice new growth, a lot of nice tips. I still feel like I've got to get in deeper to improve the ramification on it. Branch selection will be something I need to do. When you look at some of these, they're pumping out really well. That's something I left with a few leaves and it's just come out really strong. Little fig here, lots of little buds coming out on him after I cut him back. Doing well, really good. I'm about to give him a water. This is another tree that I collected. It was growing on a wall. I think I'm going to chop this down, orientate it in the pot on a bit of an angle. Once again, the hard cutback has brought vigor into it. Lots and lots of new growth. Really good sign. So this tree didn't get a repot, unfortunately. He's just growing in the dirty old Bunnings soil. Never got around to it. Another collected tree over here, fig. Also responding well, except for its apex. The apex has done nothing. No back bud as yet. I'm still waiting on something to happen up there. I'll just let it go for 4 weeks, come back and I'll make an assessment on what I'm going to chop. And in the front, a little banyan style fig. He is back budding really good, really low. And some of these branches are growing out really, really strong, like this one up here. which I'll probably knock right back. But yeah, I'm going to get quite a bit of thickness from all those leaves and growth, and I'll have a nice canopy on this by the time I get back, I believe. Other collected tree, he is still going nuts. Look at this growth. I could give that a cut now, but I want all this to take off in 4 weeks' time. I'll probably do a video, a cut, before I actually put the trees in that glass house there. So that glass house takes all these trees and some on the other rack over there. Another fig in the front here. He had a bit of a cutback. I lost this branch, unfortunately, to dieback. Pretty sad to see dieback like that, but I think he'll be fine. Got some good tip growth up there, top there, but I want more back budding down low. So I've got this guy here coming out, and then another tree here, another fig. He's responded very well. He's got lots of tips showing out. So I think I did this guy a bit earlier than the other one. See a little bud there on the main trunk. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these guys are doing in 4 weeks' time. You can see the tips over the back there on the back branches. And then I got this little project here. That was a seedling I collected. I put wire on it and gave the trunk a bit of shape and took the wire off before it cut. I chopped it there when I pulled it out of the big tub it was growing in, and sent him in a bit of shock, but these tips are coming out now all over it. You can see where I cut it there, cut it here, but I'm definitely gonna cut it right down low. Maybe I'll do a video on that when I get back as well. So I think when I get back I'll be quite busy on what trees I'm going to work on. I've got some stuff up here. That's a fig that I repotted but haven't done any cutting on. Chinese elm, one of my last ones. I killed the other one. Over here, another fig. He's due for a cut. This guy here, he's due for a cut. I've got a Moreton Bay up the back there, and another Port Jackson beside him that's full of weeds. Port Jackson up the top. Port Jackson up the top. All banyan style. I don't know about these other seedlings here. I'll do something with those guys. They all need to be repotted, but a little bit too hot for them in the what do you call it? The glass house at the moment. So Project City here down the bottom. I've got a fig that I'm going to chop quite low, shorten him up. Where all that green growth is, I'm going to probably chop that off so the main trunk line comes up and deviates out here. I've got two good tips here so far. I'll probably chop there and start building out this way, and I think the front of the tree might be when you turn the tree sideways like that. So when you cut that main bit off, it'll come towards you, and maybe I'll nominate that for the new leader. But yeah, that's something that I'll assess. And then beside him I have my latest collected tree. He's about 2 foot tall, quite thick on the base. If I just angle the camera this side, you can see I'm going to do a cut back here, cut back up here, and then potentially shorten our height. But I've left a fair bit of growth on him because I was predicting dieback. This is dieback here, but this is okay. This is good. This is okay. This is good. Yep. So yeah, he will continue to grow alright, but I'm just not getting into him too early from when I collected him. That'll be a next year project, I believe. Then we have a fig over the back there, basically a straight stick at the moment. I've got to make some decisions down low and get some movement going. And beside, I've got this big guy here, the one where I had the ants in the top. I ended up chopping it out. They were living in there. So doing okay. And obviously with the ants, I just want to show you this bloody scale thingy. Where is it? Right here. There's an ant on it. These scale things. The ants love getting the sugar out of the tree. So they sit there stimulating these things to eat. But yeah, over here, that's that guy. I have these guys up the top. Probably already showed you. Early signs of dementia are setting in, I think. I've got a big Moreton Bay fig there and a bottle tree. It's a bottle tree. Well overdue for repot. Check that out. Terrible condition. And down here I have another big fig. Collected many years ago. Another collected fig. I think that's microcarpa or white fig or whatever the hell they are. And then this Port Jackson that's a metre tall. It's got a big curving trunk. And he's just starting to poke out the top. Another Chinese elm. I've had a rat come and chop on him, eating the wood around the base, pretty much ring barking the thing. But Chinese elms haven't really done well with me. I've never done well with them. So down here I have the base of this tree. Some big bloody leaves out here. Big base. Comes up. Bends over. To here's where I made the cut. And then I'm training this leader. It's happy where it is. It's doing very well. But a tree this big is very heavy and I need 2 people to lift it. So if I was to work on this tree, I'd have to bring the camera out and just do it in situ. I won't be able to spin the tree. And then I've got some other projects here. Got a little olive down there that's not doing that great. Another little fig. You gotta love the weeds. Weeds are everywhere. And my junipers. I haven't potted these guys up. I'm just letting them grow. But yeah, they're all just sitting in 9-inch pots. And I've got 2 jacarandas. Also got a bit of dieback here. Looks dead. But yeah, I haven't even put them in pots or anything yet. But yeah, there's a little oak, olive. Another fig here. This one is a collected tree. It's embarrassing to show you what happens to trees if you don't do any maintenance on them. This has a massive hollow trunk, and it's got these big shoulders like a coat hanger. I'll do a video on that one day. I'll pull him out and repot him. Just got to get around to it. But yeah, keeps me busy. Anyway, that's the tour of my bonsai. I'm not going to see these guys for 4 weeks, so I'm going to give them a water, give them a good soaking, come back 4 weeks, and we'll see how different they look and how they've progressed. Yeah, hope to see some good vigor in them. Hopefully it's not too cold. Temperatures are starting to drop. Yeah. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll get back into it in 4 weeks' time. And I'll have some more work on my trees to do. Alright guys, take care.